Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
Many drills now are underway, and getting the bad news out of the way first, Petro Matad announced further disappointing drill results at Gazelle-1. They say they are casing it pending further evaluation, but in reality it appears to be non-commercial. They also say well testing at Heron-1 is costing more than expected, so they're postponing their plans to return to drill in Block 5 during 2019. I think a placing can be expected. Petro Matad's current drilling programme may now have finished, but on the bright side, i3 Energy, UKOG, Alba Mineral Resources, Coro Energy, Empyrean Energy and Falcon oil and gas all continue to drill. Next up, further announcements will be 88 Energy, whose Alaska well is planned for February next year, and it's a big one targeting 1.6 billion barrels. Looking at the list, UKOG and 88E would be my favourites here. Another company hoping to drill in Alaska either this winter or in spring next year is Empyrean Resources, who want to drill a minimum of 2 wells, subject to completion of a successful farm-out. Therefore, assuming they actually have valuable acreage attractive to a farm-in partner, it was rather surprising to see them announce that Halliburton will transfer their entire working interests in the leases to them in exchange for Empyrean accepting responsibility for future lease obligations. It appears that Halliburton view the Empyrean acreage as having no value at all, in fact being more of a liability than an asset. This isn't really a surprise to those who follow this company, but how on earth does it continue to maintain a 90 million market cap? The most interesting question is who supports the share price of this company and why. Bahamas Petroleum Company posted its open offer circular to shareholders. The offer is 1 new share in the company for each 5 shares held at a price of 2p per share. 338 million new shares are being offered, and they're hoping to raise £6.8 million. Key here, and the actual purpose of the offer in my opinion, having previously denied they were planning a placing to institutional shareholders, is that in the event not all of the shares offered in the open offer are subscribed for by shareholders, they will seek to place any unsubscribed shares. I think they're hoping that the shorts will take it up to cover. If not, the placing is underwritten for $1 million, so at least the management get to keep paying their salaries. My opinion on Bahamas Petroleum remains the same. Wait and see if they actually can raise the funding for their drill and review the situation then. Tower Resources, which I mentioned as a good bet on Wednesday, saw a decent amount of buying as a result, with the share price firming up over 0.4p. Tower are also issuing 50 million shares in lieu of fees, and with admission of the first tranche of placing shares and the fee shares taking place on Monday, we could be seeing some of this stock hit the market next week. If the price comes back down under 0.4p, that could offer another good buying opportunity. Down at this level, I think the odds are probably very much in the buyer's favour. Moving on, news from all the other companies who made announcements last week will be covered in the Sunday blog, and I'll be back midweek with another podcast focused on whatever interesting looking news comes up in the meantime.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.